Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I kind of wanted to talk about artist block. Now, for me, that is something different than artist burnout. So artist block for me is when I have no ideas or inspiration for creating something, and artist burnout is when I have ideas, but I just can't seem to put them on the page. I have no drive or desire. So today I'm going to be talking about artist block. And Friday, I will be talking about artist burnout. So these are the ideas that I have come up with. And I'm going to try and make this as concise as possible because I have been long-winded. So some of the causes for artist block are sort of mental exhaustion and physical exhaustion. So take a break. Go outside. Go to a different room. For me, I put on music and I dance around, or I listen to an audiobook, and that helps greatly with my mood. The break has to change my mood and get me out of whatever mood or state I was currently in, and then I know it was a successful break. So sometimes prompts and drawing challenges can help. You know, if you're having trouble coming up with your own ideas, prompt lists and drawing challenges from other creators are a great way to get out of sort of your own way or out of your own head and try it from their perspective, their point of view, and how they're thinking and feeling with their ideas. Study your favorite artists. Now, you can recreate famous paintings. I would not put that online publicly. That tends to look like plagiarism, and that is frowned upon. But you can recreate some of your favorite things in your favorite artist's style. So maybe you do some Georgia O'Keeffe cats or some Picasso houses. You can take your old art pieces and recreate those. So if you have some original characters that you've drawn a few years ago, maybe redraw them, give them different clothing, different accessories, and redrawing old art builds confidence. That's just something it does because it's something that you know you can do. And in building confidence, it helps rethink and train your brain and change sort of your attitude about it. This one is very sort of contradictory, but stay with me on that. So avoid distractions or create distractions. If every time you sit down at a page, you get trapped into your own head and you just cannot seem to put pen to paper, brush to paper, whatever, distracting yourself with an audiobook, listening to a movie, or watching a movie and, looking down occasionally, or putting on some of your favorite music, that is a great way to sort of distract yourself to get creating so your brain doesn't go, no, we don't want to do this. Or remove distractions. If you're constantly checking your phone or receiving notifications from social networking sites, it's time to log off of those and move on to something else. That's just what it's time to do because it's becoming a distraction. Or if the TV being on is a distraction, it's time to leave that room and go to another room, unless you've decided that the way to sort of help with artist block is to draw everything you see on TV and pause it, and that is an option too. So now with that, I would say your environment is also equally important. If you don't have a desk, maybe see if there's someone has one that's getting rid of one. Try a thrift store. If you have a desk, try cleaning your desk. That can change your whole idea and mental state. Also, sometimes when I am bored at my desk, I will move to my bed and go under the blankets and doodle. And that also sort of changing it up with the environment can help. Going outside, taking a walk, it completely changes your frame of mind, your perspective. So you're not constantly staring at a page. If you're looking at a page and you're being hard on yourself for not creating, that's Not creating for the day is not something you can now change. So you can be as hard on yourself as you want to about it, but that won't change it, fix it, or make it better. So in the end, there's really no point in beating yourself up because it's not going to change your outcome. So it's kind of time to stop doing that. That's not something that's helpful to us for artist block or just mental health in general. So, and here's another one that's sort of opposing. You may need to create a routine where you draw and doodle the same time every day. It could be maybe if you've been trying at night and you're just too tired, in the morning with a cup of coffee, excuse me, and you start drawing and doodling your favorite morning beverage every day, and that becomes your routine. Or at night, while you're watching your favorite show, every 20 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Do timed doodles, 1 minute, 30 second, 5 minute, 10 minute. You can produce something from little tiny stints of time practices like that. And 1 minute drawings with a pencil or pen are wonderful. Change your medium or your surface. If you're always drawing on paper, maybe try newspaper or magazine. If you've been doing a lot with pen, maybe try pencil for the day. Just spice it up with what you have. I apologize, I'm losing my voice. Remember that comparison is the thief of joy. And I kind of talked about this in another video, but if you're going to compare yourself to where you were a year ago. Pull out an old sketchbook and be like, okay, this is how I drew a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. This is how I draw now. And look at how far you've come. Art is a sliding scale. Be proud. Celebrate your successes. Each time you create something, celebrate that. High five yourself. Tell yourself you did a great job, because for reals, you did a great job. You know, and you can choose your attitude on this. Art is supposed to be fun. And if it's bogging you down and stressing you out, you need to look and see what it is. Maybe it's not the art. Maybe it's something more external, and that needs to be changed or shifted in your life. So revisit your goals. Remember the goals that you set for yourself, either in a New Year's resolution or just something you came up with on your own, and realize that, have you been doing the short-term things? Do your short-term goals need to be adjusted so you can get into your long-term goals? Maybe your short-term goals weren't realistic and didn't have enough parts or steps to them to make your long-term goal a reality, and that is frustrating to you, and that's giving you artist block. There are YouTube lessons and tutorials online. You can look up how to paint a leaf, how to draw a flower, how to doodle outside. There are some great fun little tutorials on here. Try one. Try all of them. Try any of them. Start combining them. You really have to get out of your own way and out of your own headspace about it if your headspace is taking your progress. So I hope some of these things help. For me specifically, sometimes just doodling while I'm on the phone, while I'm out of my own head, especially if I am really tired and feel bogged down or defeated, I acknowledge that. Like, today is a no news day. I'm not going on Twitter to check the news, because I don't think that's going to help me with my illustration. And odds are things like that just don't. So sometimes just doodling and drawing things helps. I hope this video helps. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.